at work. And that was a photographed receipt that the Council of Conservative Citizens also picked up on and were reporting on as well, our good friends and partners at the Council of Conservative Citizens. And speaking of the Council of Conservative Citizens, I have on the line with me now to wrap up tonight's show, my good friend and yours, Gordon Lee Baum, Esquire. Gordon Baum, the Chief Executive Officer of the CFCC. Gordon, welcome back to the show.
Glad to be with you, James.
Always a pleasure to host you. You have been making regular appearances on this show since our very inception back in 2004, and I enjoy each one as much as the first. And you're on tonight, Gordon, because we've got big news, big conference coming up, the CFCC's annual national conference, which is the highlight of my year and the highlight of anyone's year who has been there before. Tell us what you know, Gordon.
Okay, the conference is on Friday and Saturday, June 10th and 11th, coming up just a couple of weeks, in the Greensboro, North Carolina area. And it's action-packed. We have approximately 14 speakers as individuals and panels. And the cost to attend it is only $55 a person or $100 a couple. Got a little bonus there. And that includes a luncheon on Saturday, where our two main speakers are Jared Taylor, the editor of American Renaissance, and Lou March, an attorney. And the theme of the conference that they will speak on is that we must and we can prevail. That people think it's beyond time, but it's not hopeless. And we have an excellent array of speakers, very unique, many of them. For instance, the Colonel Robert Slimp that's going to speak on the situation, the plight of the whites in Southern Africa. I know that sounds remote in South Africa and Zimbabwe, formerly Rhodesia, but it's what can happen in the United States, or at least in large segments of it, and it's absolutely atrocious. Went from a first world country to now it's back in the jungle. We have a speaker that's an expert on Sharia law, and what was going to happen is parts of the United States and the world become more Muslim. We have James Edwards, the famous, with his big crowd to follow him, and the host of another talk show in Florida, Don Black, to speak on the advantages of radio talk show programs, which nobody can deny has been a big plus for us in this country. We have speakers on the Southern Connection, including Leonard Wilson, the past commander of the Sons of Confederate Veterans and a leader of the SCV in North Carolina. Because our Southern Connection is always an important part of our program. And on just about every varied topic you can think of, professors, lawyers, teachers, and experts in various fields. We'll have people there that will be having books for sale on various topics that interest the right-wingers, conservatives. We'll have our boutique T-shirts and DVDs and so forth. But it's a real treat, and on Saturday night it's just not all boring intellectual talk, but we'll have Colonel Cone, retired Army colonel, and a bagpipe major do his magic with his bagpipes, which is always a real treat. We've had him a couple times before. And a genuine North Carolina country, bluegrass, and gospel band. It's first class. And so it will be a real enjoyment. We have people from all over the nation going to be there, from the Midwest, from Minnesota, Illinois, Missouri, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, upstate New York, New Jersey, Canada, and all over the South, from Arizona to Florida, California. So you get a chance to meet a lot of leaders and activists, delegates. We have over 20 of our national directors there, including James. And so it'll be a real treat for folks to meet some of the leaders of the movement and to hear some of these speakers. Because some of them, like Jared Taylor and Lou March, are really excellent speakers. You've never heard them, you've really missed something. And I know Jared's had a couple of his meetings befouled in the last couple of years, but this is your chance to hear Jared Taylor and see why this man is somebody they try to block from speaking to the public. The other side cannot debate these issues with us because the people are on our side, and we win the arguments. So they try to shut us down so nobody can hear us, but they can't prevail over us. But this is a real opportunity. We make it as inexpensive as we can. We know most of our people are working middle-class people. We were a little concerned about the rise in the price of gasoline, but now that is slipping downwards, and so it's affordable to everyone. The motels only about, if there's still rooms left, $68 a night. You can't beat that in this day and age. So it's a real treat and an affordable treat, and North Carolina is a beautiful state, and people will surely enjoy it.
Well, Gordon, I don't know. That was a fine presentation, I might add. I don't know what more I can add to that except to reiterate the facts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is still not too late. We have as our guest right now Gordon Baum, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the Council of Conservative Citizens. And what we're talking about is the 2011 Council of Conservative Citizens National Conference. It's going to take place Friday and Saturday, June 10th and 11th. That's just a couple of weeks from now at a venue in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We're going up to North Carolina this year. There's going to be speakers starting at 1 o'clock p.m. on Friday. There's going to be a live band on Friday night. We're going to have a program for you with featured
bagpiper. Don't forget a bagpiper.
Yeah, bagpipers. Yeah, for all our Scottish friends out there. Going to be speeches on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then that's when the party begins. You're going to get in response to your conference registration fee, you're going to be getting a special lunch meal, and you're going to be able to hear Jared Taylor, who was just featured on this show again a couple of weeks ago, and Lewis March. Now, registration is $55 per person or $100 a couple. That's very affordable. That includes your Saturday lunch. And as Gordon mentioned, the council has secured a very nice group rate of $68 a night at the hotel. Now, rooms are limited and could very possibly be sold out any day now. So conference goers should get in touch with Gordon right away.
Yeah, we need to know how many meals to order. And so I would say within the next week at the latest, people should contact us. They can contact us by calling 636-940-8474. 636-940-8474.
Yeah, let me give that number again. 2011 Council of Conservative Citizens National Conference. I have attended and spoke to each CFCC conference since 2005. I never miss them. We're always there. We always have a good time with the people. A lot of other featured speakers will be there. Lots of guests from the Political Cesspool radio show will be on hand. And, you know, folks, in addition to all the good information you're going to have, the real reason to go is the fellowship. You know, exchange ideas with people of like mind and enjoy their company. It's coming up right around the corner. June 10th and 11th, Friday and Saturday in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. If you live in Winston-Salem or within a short drive of the area, you had better be there. But even if you don't, there's still time to make your travel plans to join us in Winston-Salem, June 10th and 11th for the CFCC 2011 conference. And once again, we have less than a minute to go in the show. Call Gordon Baum.
If they forget the telephone number, they go to cfcc.org. cfcc.org and get the telephone number, or just call 636-940-8474.
Hey, be with me and Gordon in North Carolina, Winston-Salem, Friday, Saturday, June 10th and 11th. Call Gordon right now to reserve your seat and secure your hotel room. Again, call Gordon Baum, 636-940-8474, 636-940-8474. Gordon, thanks for coming on and give us the who, what, where, when, and why.
And thank you, God, for your program. And again, let's remember all us veterans. This is Memorial Day weekend.
Happy Memorial Day to everybody from the Council of Conservative Citizens, Gordon Baum, our guest, and from all of us here at the Political Cesspool. That wraps up things tonight. For our show, on behalf of my entire staff and crew, happy Memorial Day, everybody. God bless you. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining us tonight in the Political Cesspool. To learn more about us or to make a donation to keep this program on the air, go to www.thepoliticalcesspool.org.